Hello everybody, Jake your resident content cowboy here, yeehaw, and I've been making updates to some of my build guides that I made when the game first came out. MOBAs change a lot and characters get buffed and nerfed, items change, so I wanted to make some updates, especially considering with the mobile release we've had a lot of changes to the game. Today I want to talk about everyone's favorite little buddy, Pikachu. Pikachu is one of my favorite Pokemon to play in Pokemon Unite, and I really do think it still needs a little bit of a buff to be viable inside the highest ranks of play. It's still a really fun Pokemon and a super solid choice for newer players because you learn a lot about range and how to stay out of an encounter and move into a fight when it's time to KO someone. Let's talk about Pikachu's moves really quick. I go into more detail in this on my other guides, so I will just head over to talk to you about my favorite moves. I prefer Electro Ball and Thunderbolt. The reason behind these two moves are Electro Ball deals a lot of damage to one target. Well, it actually kind of bursts out, but a lot of damage basically to one target, and it's a sure hit, and you get to throw it a lot. It has a 5-second cooldown, so in combat, you are throwing Electro Ball all the time. It also does more damage the lower the opponent's HP is, so it has sort of an execute ability to it. I greatly prefer it. Thunder helps you more with wild Pokemon. It does overall deal more damage, but it has a longer cooldown, and I just really prefer Electro Ball. As far as the other two, I really don't like Volt Tackle at all. I don't like it. I don't like what it does. I don't like how it moves you. I don't like really anything about it. I think they need to buff Volt Tackle or make it, I don't know, I don't like Volt Tackle. Thunderbolt, however, I really like. It just sets up your team to take people out easier. One of the things I like about Pokemon like this are any abilities that they could have to CC or crowd control your opponents, you know, stuns, knockups, things like that. Thunderbolt gives you a really nice stun on an 8-second cooldown, so I really like running Thunderbolt and running Electro Ball. I also think it's a really easy set for newer players, and I just play Pikachu the way I want to play with this. Held items wise, there are a few options here. I can tell you what's considered one of the most meta choices would be the Buddy Barrier, Energy Amplifier, and Muscle Band. I know what you're thinking. You have no special attack items there, and that's true, and it's because Pikachu's abilities don't scale amazing with special attack. It's not too bad, but they don't scale amazing with it, so you don't get a ton of extra damage out of it. However, Pikachu's Unite move can really help turn the tide of a battle, so with Buddy Barrier and Energy Amplifier on, not only will you shield an ally and yourself, you'll also do more damage with your Unite move and all the abilities you throw after it. This is a pretty fun setup. Now, the Muscle Band helps Pikachu, not because Pikachu's attack-based, Pikachu is special attack-based, as you can see, but it helps Pikachu because it increases your basic attack speed. You're going to be doing tons of basics, and all of your basics do increase damage by 3% of the opposing Pokemon's remaining HP. It basically just adds a little bit of extra chip damage to every single one of your basic attacks. Feels pretty necessary. Lately, I actually really like running the choice specs on Pikachu. So Pikachu has high special attack damage, and you're hitting with your abilities a lot, so I feel like you're making good use of the 8-second cooldown on choice specs. Basically, this just adds another chip of damage to your abilities once every 8 seconds. I've been having a lot of fun with this. Another option, of course, are the Wise Glasses. Not as good in my opinion. I mean, this gives you a flat amount of damage to all your special attacks, which, you know, maybe math-wise it actually works out a little better, but I've been enjoying the choice specs just for that extra pop of damage. You also could run something like a Focus Band and be just fine. Pikachu does get focused down pretty hard though, so being a really squishy Pokemon, even with a Focus Band, if people are jumping in on you, you're kind of done. Right now, this is my setup right here. I'm going to take you into a match right now. I'm just going to walk you through my process of playing Pikachu. I'm going to talk about maybe some more basic things inside the game. I'll talk to you about when I'm rotating and when I'm using my Unite moves, what I'm thinking about when I'm holding my Unite, when I'm deciding it's time to get in there and team fight. So I hope you found this interesting, and let me take you into the game. All right, we're going to hop into a game here with our little Pikachu. I'm going to let my team know that I'm heading to the top path here. And then I'm going to just show you my held items. As I talked about before, Buddy Barrier, Muscle Band I think is pretty amazing on Pikachu. And right now I'm trying out the Choice Specs. I've been having a lot of fun with those. Heading into the top lane, we've got ourselves an Eldegoss heading in the bottom lane. An Absol going to be heading in the jungle. We've got Crustle and Venusaur. Hopefully Crustle goes top. Great. Yeah, this is a really nice setup. So, again, Pikachu is a little squishy. Not a little squishy, a lot squishy, and can get focused down pretty hard. But this is a pretty good setup for our Pikachu here, and we've got all that amazing damage coming out clearly from Venusaur, who is the Pokemon of the hour. So, as this game goes on, I'll just give you some of my thought process as we go, and I'll kind of walk you through some of the more basic thoughts of the game. Oh, and lots of people are in Master Rank here, everyone but one. You can tell by these little banners at the top of everyone's profile. They kind of fold back almost like pages from a book. It is a very confusing way. So odd. It is a very confusing way to let people know what rank you're in, but that means you're in Master, and then this one over here, I think this one is Ultra. It might be Veteran. I don't remember all of them. But when you see the three folds going back with the light blue, that means Master Rank players are in this ranked game. So, heading into our top lane here, I'm using Thundershock. I like to start with Thundershock just because it helps me secure wild Pokemon. And then I get the Electro Web pretty fast anyway, so, you know, either way, you're going to get it. And Crustle's a great person to lane with here, I think. Crustle's really good at stealing. Pikachu can play at range, so I think we'll have some fun in this lane. As best we can, we want to take this Corphish here. And it doesn't look like anyone's here for it, so let's just take it and pump all of our abilities into that. I'm wondering if I can steal this from the enemy if they're going for it. I don't know where they are, honestly. They're just going to let me score. I'm going to get my Electro Ball early and steal that wild Pokemon. I'm going to web them. So, I mean, if they're going to keep pushing, we're going to do a lot of damage to them, trying to get away so we both don't get hit by that, and then unfortunately we do. That Crustle's in trouble. He really is. Oh, and we got our jungler here. This should be a double KO. Ah, that Crustle got away. Oops, I bumped my microphone with my shoulder there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, bumped my microphone with my shoulder. So now we're fighting at Bees. At 8 minutes 50 seconds, the Vespiqueens and Combees spawn. And unfortunately, I do not have a great secure for these right now. Oh, he's coming in. He's really going for it, man. He's really a bully Crustle. And that's how you play Crustle. Very aggressive, very much a bully. Taking all the enemy Pokemon you can. You're mean when you're Crustle. You're just mean. They're coming back. Yeah, I was going to say, this could be a KO for us here with all that damage. Just trying to take their wild Pokemon from them if I can. Ooh. We got an aggressive lane. They're mean, you guys. They're really mean. So, this whole time, I mean, I'm just trying to stay back well enough so that I can fight and get my abilities off. They want to come in and get me because I'm really, really squishy. So if they can, they're going to run in here and they're going to eat me alive. Ooh. Yep, he knows I'm here. Stole that from him. Oh, my web missed. How did my web miss? No way. Oh, I got to run. They're going to get me here. Oh, boy. I got to go. Jeez, so close. Okay, and now I have to make it down to Dreadnought. We're getting beat up in this lane a little bit. They are doing a good job. We didn't get to do too much to them. I'm surprised, but, you know, Pikachu does decent damage. However, when you've got some really nice sustain there from Eldegoss, it's really hard to finish anyone off. So, kept ourselves alive, heading down to the bottom lane here for Dreadnought. Want to be here at the 7-minute mark so you can help your team. And as best I can, I'm going to try to steal some of these wild Pokemon and not get hit by that Cramorant. My Thunderbolt ability lets me stun people, so it can help me set up them for some situations where my team can take them out, hopefully. My Electro Ball does damage, but it really increases in damage when the enemy Pokemon is low. Otherwise, it's just kind of a little chip of damage there, not a ton. But as best as I can, I want to throw it a lot. I want to try to punish them for being anywhere near me. Ooh, that's a KO. There we go. When their health's low like that, you know that Electro Ball sure hits coming in. Your abilities are just on a cooldown, so use them a lot. That's my big suggestion for abilities. There's no reason not to throw your abilities. Throw them. Of course, there's some situations that are better than others, but in general... Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. That Wigglytuff with one of the greatest steals of all time. What a steal. Disappointing. I was trying to throw my ability at it, and it kept not going. That's so disappointing, because that's a steal right there. Wow. Ooh, and this Cinderace is going to eat me alive if I'm not careful. So I want to hang out here for a sec. Ooh, hey, Cram. You shouldn't have been there. I want to hang out here for a sec and try to get this goal if I can. By get this goal, sorry. I'm like attacking and not thinking. By get this goal, I mean defend our goal. Because in that moment, without anybody there, they could push in and just take our goal from us. I'd rather that didn't happen. I'll have my Unite move soon. So if I find a good position, good team fight to use it in, I'll definitely try to do that. This situation's not too bad, actually. There we go. A couple of them down there. Helped out a little bit. And it looks like our Crustal's just going in on this Cramorant, so I say let's go with him. Let's get a big score here. And we took down their bottom goal. So it took a little while to kind of get things moving there. That Unite move, obviously, a big help in that fight. And now we don't have a top goal, but we do have a bottom goal. So the forward top is gone, but the forward bottom is still here. The forward bottom goal is way more important because it helps us get to Dreadnought easier and gives us a place to heal during that really important fight. So hopefully we can keep this goal for the next Dreadnought fight here. And right now we're just pushing them back. Again, I'm trying to play at range. That little area that you see around me all the time, that is the area of my melee, the area of my basic attacks, and oftentimes the area of my abilities too. I usually like to throw my Thunderbolt out, get a stun, get some attacks in, and then pull back. So stun, get some attacks in, throw my Electro Ball, and no need to pull back here because we now kind of have them on the ropes. So when you have that, you just want to push in and take them out. Let's try to not lose this one, though. We lost that last one in pretty embarrassing fashion. My fault. I was trying to throw my Electro Ball, and it just wasn't throwing as I was targeting it. I think I was hitting the button too fast. So that's what I get. That's what I get. See, like that situation right there. It just kind of let go and said, you're not on the thing long enough. We're not going to give it to you. Top lane needs some help. We're heading up there with Venusaur. Kind of cut them off here. Try to get a stun in on the weaker one. Where is it? There he is. And Cinderace is here. Going for a weird Unite move there. I don't love that Unite move from Cinderace. Oof. Dang. If I was there just a second earlier, I could have got both of them. But I wasn't. I want this Cinderace to chase me a little bit if I can convince him to make a bad decision and let me KO him. But I didn't. I missed. Had I not missed, I think that could have been an easy KO. I've got my Unite move here. I don't really want to use it because we've got Zapdos coming up. So unfortunately, I'm only going to get 2 Unites probably off this game. I want to get more, but we just didn't have our level for Zap early enough. I could have used it maybe in that top lane. The problem is when you're under sort of the 3-minute, 30-second mark left in the match, and unless you're someone who takes out wild Pokemon extremely well, you're kind of at a crossroads because using your Unite is great and you could win a team fight, but it means you won't have your Unite for the big fight coming up. And I'd rather have my Unite for that big fight coming up at Zapdos. It's just so much more important. Like right there, that Crustle using his Unite, I really don't like that play. Personally, I would never do that. He might have gotten away in that moment, but he won't have his Unite for the fight. Unite for the fight. Hey, Unite for the fight. They're not here really, so we can start this, and if they come in, we can just start taking them out. He's going to try to put me to sleep. That's fine. And I'm now going to use my Unite, because again, I saved it for this very purpose, to make sure that I could take people out. And let's see, we did. Took a lot of them out there. Now just trying to get out of here. I probably won't make it to a goal. I don't have great mobility as Pikachu. If I can score, that would be great, but if not, not a big deal. a lot of our team scored there. And again, you know, it's just, I do think that moment that they didn't have their Unites up, I do think that's a bit of a mistake. And I think them going to score on the other goals, I get what they're trying to do, but at the same time, they don't have their Unites and they're not around for the big fight. I think we made the right decision there. So I hope some of that thought process helped as I was playing that Pikachu there. Again, I'm not going to play it perfectly, you know. This is just a basic look at what you do as Pikachu. You're playing at range, you're using your abilities as much as you can, you're using your Unites around big team fights, and hopefully you're helping your team get your way to a big W. So there you go. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I hope this has been an interesting Pikachu build guide. I love you all. Goodbye. Mwah!